Hello everyone, we're still on our 8.1 notes. We're just going to do a little review on completing the square. The reason for this review is because we're going to be talking about equations of circles tomorrow. And with those equations of circles, we're going to have to do some rearranging of our information in order to put it into a quantity squared, which is what completing the square does. So we're going to practice that a couple times today so that we can be prepared for it tomorrow. So when we complete the square, we need our x squared and our x term on the same side all by itself, and that's all we want on that side. So this 20, we're going to put over here. So we're going to have y squared, y all by itself, y plus 20 equals x squared plus 8x. Now, if you remember when we complete the square, when we fill in our blanks, we do that once we have a positive 1 in front of our x squared. And as you can see, that is what we have. So now we're ready to put our blanks in there. So we have y plus 20 plus a blank equals x squared plus 8x plus a blank. In that blank, remember the blank is b divided by 2 squared. So here's our b term. So it's 8 divided by 2 squared. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 squared is 16. So 16 is added to the right, and so 16 has to be added to the left. So on the left side now, combining like terms. 20 and 16 makes 36. So now we have y plus 36. This is a binomial squared. That binomial squared has the same sign in front of b, so if it's positive, it'll be positive here. It's always x right here, and then this one is b divided by 2, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So this trinomial factors down to x plus 4 times x plus 4, which is x plus 4 quantity squared. Last thing, to complete the square, or to put it into vertex form rather, is we got to get y all by itself, so let's subtract 36. So our answer is y equals the quantity x plus 4 quantity squared minus 36. There is our answer for problem number 1. You guys try problem number 2 on your own, see how well you do. Number 2, hopefully you added 12, so now you have y plus 12. Now you're ready to complete the square, so you're going to have a blank. That equals x squared plus 4x plus a blank. Hopefully you got 4 right here. When you take b divided by 2 squared, 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2 squared is 4. 4 gets added to the right, and 4 gets added to the left. So now we have y plus 16. That equals, I didn't need those parentheses there, I don't know why I put them there. We have y plus 16. That equals a binomial squared. That binomial is going to be x plus 2. So then lastly, y equals x plus 2 quantity squared minus 16. There is your answer for problem number 2. Problem number 3 and problem number 4, very similar. The only difference is that we have a number other than 1 in front of our x squared. So we're going to review on what we have to do with that. First things first, let's add 18. So y plus 18 equals 2x squared minus 8x. Now when we complete the square, we can't have this 2 here. So we have to factor it out in front. We need a 1 there. So if we factor that 2 out in front, 2x squared divided by 2 is now 1x squared. And that's what we want. We also have to divide this term by 2. So a negative 8 divided by 2 is a negative 4x. Now we're ready to complete our square. That still equals y plus 18 plus a blank. Once you put a blank on the right side, you got to put a blank on the left side. So now we're going to take b divided by 2 squared. A negative 4 divided by 2 is a negative 2. A negative 2 squared is a positive 4. Now remember, when we add 4, instinctively we want to add 4 here, but we're not going to do that right yet, because first we have to distribute that 2. We're adding 4 to the right side, but what we're actually adding is 2 times 4, which is 8. So if you add 8 to the right, you got to add 8 to the left. That's the difference between the first 2 problems and these 2 problems. So now you have y plus 26. That equals 2 times this binomial squared. It's going to be a negative sign because this sign right here is negative. and it's going to be x minus b divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my answer, once I get y all by itself, is y equals 2 times the quantity x minus 2 quantity squared minus 26. There is our answer for problem number 3. You guys try problem number 4 on your own. Pause the video. Let's see how you do. Number 4. Hopefully the first thing you did was you added 144. So now you have y plus 144. That equals a negative x squared minus 18x. Now you're not ready to complete the square yet because you don't have a positive 1 in front of your x squared term. You have a negative 1. So you have to factor out a negative 1 out in front. Once you factor out that negative 1, you have a negative x squared divided by a negative x, but divided by a negative 1, which is a positive x squared. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. And that's what you want. You want that positive x squared there. You also have to divide this by a negative 1. So a negative 18x divided by a negative 1 is a positive 18x. Now you're ready for those blanks. That equals y plus 144 plus a blank. All right, the blank is b divided by 2 squared. So hopefully you took 18 divided by 2, which is 9, and 9 squared is an 81. When you add 81 to the right, you're actually adding a negative 81 to the right, a negative 81. So you're going to put a negative 81 on the left. So on the left side, when you combine 144 minus 81, you get y plus 63. That equals a negative 1 times a binomial squared. And that binomial squared is going to have a positive sign in between the two because there's a positive sign in front of b, and it's going to be x plus 9. So your answer, once you get y all by itself, is a negative 1 times the quantity x plus 9 quantity squared minus 63. And there's our answer for problem number 4. So our homework assignment, a lot of dealing with midpoint, a lot dealing with distance formula. We're not going to have so much completing the square on these objectives, but you are going to see that tomorrow. So our homework assignment is objectives 90 and 91.